Hi, this is David Dutchover, and I'm coming to you specifically to talk about a singular great focus of mine, something that I've devoted a lot of time and energy to, and I feel is very important for everybody, and that is daily and self-motivation. Okay, and I want to start off by talking about a psychologist who's very well known in his field. His name is Roy Baumeister. Okay, now Baumeister has devoted over 2 decades of his life to the sole study of human conditioning, specifically focusing on willpower. What Baumeister has stated and what he has found out is that our willpower is very finite. Okay, this is one of the reasons why if you've had to make a lot of heavy and very moral decisions early in the day, you're more likely to engage in more immoral applications in the later part of the day, simply because once our willpower has depleted on an energy basis, it's extremely hard to replenish. And unlike strength conditioning or building endurance, there are very few to no exercises for the human to do to really engage in a way for us to be able to build up our willpower. This also means that unless we're taking the time to place motivation into our lives on a pretty consistent basis in such a way that we understand ourselves better and we understand why it's important for us to do the things that we do, and we understand why it's important to engage in the acts that we engage in, it's actually very hard for us to stay motivated sometimes. So because of this, I have given a lot of my time and a lot of my energy to making sure that I stay engaged in such a way that I find myself continuously motivated to the greatest of my abilities. And it's something that I highly encourage anybody and everybody to apply into their lives. In fact, international motivational speaker Zig Ziglar highly recommends that a person motivates themselves about as often as they're willing to take a shower. If you're willing to take a shower daily, it's probably important that you try to motivate yourself daily. And the sole purpose for this is simply because as our willpower starts to deplete, as our motivational level starts to drop, unless we're actively pursuing and engaging in things that will bring it up, there's a high likelihood that whatever we started motivated in, whatever direction we start heading in, we're more likely to take more detours, and it takes us longer to actually reach and achieve any of our goals. Now, Dr. John Maxwell has actually built up this theory even more by talking about one of what he considers one of the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And that is that if you're going to lead people, if you're going to take people into a new, bigger, brighter future, whether it's family members, it's friends, or it's co-workers, it's highly important that you're able to build up some level of momentum. And you build up those levels of momentum simply by applying daily applications of motivation. Now, I'd like to finish by talking to you about another international motivational speaker, and his name is Les Brown. Les Brown didn't start off motivated at all. In fact, he started off on the complete opposite side. He was labeled legally mentally retarded by doctors. And one day he was sitting in a classroom, and his teacher, or a teacher I should say, asked him to go and work up a math problem on the board. And he said, "Sir, I can't do that. I'm not even part of your classroom. I'm actually here waiting for my brother." And the teacher looked at him again. He said, "It doesn't matter. Go up to the board and work out that math problem." He goes, "You don't understand. I'm considered legally mentally retarded." And as the rest of the class was laughing at him, as the rest of the class was making fun of him, the teacher got up from behind his desk. He walked right up to him. He looked at Les and he said, "Don't ever allow other people's opinions of you determine your future." In the same sense, if we don't take the time to motivate ourselves and create a new opinion of ourselves for ourselves, we very quickly find ourselves falling off to the side. Thank you.